If you guys haven't realized yet in my videos where I do difference, where I do my splits more or less, try to use color representation and I try to use clothing representation. Sometimes I don't want to put the fourth energy in time. But this time, just so y'all know, if I really, really wanted to, I could always switch my outfit. I just don't because too much energy, too much time, and nobody pays me money doing this. I just do it until I become famous enough where I can just help you guys in other ways aside from making videos. Well, on top of making videos, fucking I butchered my time. All right, I'll make this quick. So, well, hi, how are you doing? Oh, you're bothered by this? Okay, I'll just take it on my. I don't really care. It's just there. I just keep it there so I don't forget it. I just tend to put it down. Oh, sorry, I overspeaking the guy. I didn't mean to. What exactly you want? Nah, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. So, what? What could you absolutely want? You gotta speak up a little bit clearer. I'm sick and tired of these mixed messages. Just say it. I'm not trying to read between these lines. If you want me to, I'm just gonna continue walking through. Because this is your mind, your madness. I ain't gonna entertain this shit. I understand. Ethan allows it, but he's gone. So if he's not here, then who?
I don't know about you, but I kind of feel weird when people ask me what I've accomplished. Let's be honest, you're trying to evaluate my value by the things that I've done. But I'm not a man that looks out for accolades and trophies and shit to be like, hey, look what I did. But at the same time, I do understand in my mind, I'm going to keep record if they good at that shit or not. Like, how you gonna say you're good at it but ain't got no rewards for it?
Well, because honestly, I wasn't quite thinking of competition-wise. I'm just trying to do better for me, and other people say it's good information. I'm not asking for no money. I'm not asking for recognition. I'm actually asking for change behavior. I hope they keep switching. I hope they find the better version of them. But that's literally if they want to put the work in, or if they're saying I want the work done for me but not willing to put it in. Y'all gotta be horny for betterness like you horny for whatever you trying to put your, or your data in on. Stop it.
Hola, señores y señoritas, and those that don't pronounce your house in Spanish. Got it. I will beat your ass. Sit. Not shake, motherfucker. Sit. Alright, so enough of that. So, I'm not much of a grateful person. I don't know why. I should be. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I'm pretty. I'm fit. I'm disabled. I get shit and I don't get shit. And the shit I don't get is the shit that they want to keep me enslaved with. I'm like, nah, bitch. Just kill me. But no, I'm only 25. I'm not a menace to society, so they might as well leave me be until I become a problem with somebody. That's not here nor there. I more or less want to make this video so I want to capture this rain. Oh my god. I love storms. But I guess in a little bit of a life update. Stop it. Due to the fact that I'm a kind, considerate person that has compassion, I've been able to make connections that have allowed me to be able to sustain inhabitants without actually being homeless. But yes, I still am. Will you stop it? Stop it. No, no, no. What I say? No. Sit. Sit. Good boy. But at the same time, I still want my own stuff. I want my own house. I want my own car. I want my own female. I at least want my own house and I want my own car. The girl, she doesn't exist. Well, there's always that one chick. Before I was like, oh no. No. Younger me would have spent years, weeks, months. Older me is like, yeah, like 24 to 48 hours to get this shit straightened out or deuces. Like, there's millions and millions and billions of people. Why the fuck you want me? You don't. Okay, thank you. At least you left me alone. I don't know what the next step is. I still want to leave state. I still want to go back to Haiti at some point or another.
This one I actually had to dig deep to understand, so this one, oof. But the lead up to this is, what's the difference between a 5-year-old girl walking in the bathing suit, a 15-year-old girl walking in the bathing suit, and a 23-year-old girl walking in the bathing suit? There isn't a difference. Stop sexualizing them. First, I would like to apologize. Ladies, I did not know what the fuck I was doing. With my eyes, I was undressing you, and that was rude. Ma'am, I did not mean to. I have been watching way too much TV, way too much RedTube, way too much YouTube, just so much internet in me. I'm sorry, really. There's more to you than just your body. I know this. I've just been admiring your body this whole entire time. I forgot you had a brain. I didn't notice. Clearly there's something wrong with me and I'm very sorry about that. It's not you, it's clearly me. I shouldn't be sexualizing what you wear. I should not care as long as you are not trying to kill me, clearly. You should be able to walk as freely as I want to and am willing to. Clearly I'm not allowed to walk around my tallywhacker around, but these Well, these could be free and nobody's gonna argue with me. Some people might be like, hey, I like your titties. The main reason why you can't do that is because, well, I would say people like me, but that'd be insulting me. Like I told you, I understand this is my fault for sexualizing you. So I stopped doing that, which is why most chicks trust me and feel so safe with me. Because yes, I do see you for your titties and your ass too, but I really want to know what that brain do. Because I don't want you to only see me for my muscles, my dick, and my money. So why would I see you for things that don't matter about you? It shouldn't matter how thick I am, shouldn't matter how tall I am, shouldn't matter how rich I am. So it doesn't matter to me how good you look, it's how good you think, how good you act, how good you will be. Fuck the body. Well, that was the old me. I truly want to know you for who you are or who you're trying to mold to be. Do what you want, not what you're told to. I could tell you I'm not like the others, but isn't that what all bad guys say? If you truly are willing to give me the time of day, you'll figure out I truly am a different breed. But y'all are weird. You want the assholes to plant their seeds and question why there's no good men. Well, you put them in a different league. I'm not saying they put you in the fuck zone, but they put you in I would date you zone, but you're like, you're too late, bro. As in I've already familyed you, like you're such a cool person, too nice of a dude, I could never love you. But I will talk to you about how bad my dude is because he beats me, mistreats me, and does everything that I wish he wouldn't do. Like, I honestly wish he was more like you. And that's why dudes turn cold. Why not them? But this is not about that. This is about sexual. I give up! You win. Life is just a game to me. Most of it, psychology. Really it is, because if I can't keep my emotions in check, then there's something wrong with me. I guess. But if I know how to keep my emotions in check, and as long as I don't follow my emotions, all I need to do is think logically. But we always argue with that. Emotions and logic don't get along. Don't give a fuck. Yes, we do. That's why we do things subconsciously for them, because emotions are coming through, even though emotions shouldn't be. Logically thinking they are probably the worst for me financially, mentally, and physically, not even helping me the slightest bit. I can't believe it. I'm mostly always pissed. Also, I'm actually last, like, I just want her to be next to me. I love her. I want to cuddle her, but I really hate when she argues with me. She makes me question, am I strong enough? Am I smart enough? Am I fast enough? Am I good enough for her? We only need to be good enough for ourselves, logically thinking, because, well, she's not going to be there forever. Eventually, she is a separate entity. I am me. I should only be worried about myself, and she is pleased by me. Damn, man, why you always hiding in the fucking woods? All right, yeah, that's besides the point. Can I ask you a question, man? I just want to make sure, like, me and my girl keep getting into this shit. I'm fucking sick tired of this bitch always telling me I'm the fucking wrong. So I want another perspective. Like, I know you single and shit, and like you don't really do much. So like, can I pick your brain for a second now? Me and my girl just be arguing over some shit. Okay, I'll admit, I've been going through her stuff just a little bit. I feel like she's cheating on me, man. I just, it's like something in my bones just tells me she's out here getting dicked. And like deep down, like, I kind of know I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I just want to know, man, am I in the right for checking her stuff and thinking it's weird how she is talking to some of her friends? Let me put this into thoughts and words that you'll get it. Let's say you and I were dating. I know you're not homosexual, blah, 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 but let's say you and I were dating and you went through my phone and stuff, coming up and communicating with me. How do you think I would feel? Let's say I did that to you. How would you feel? I'm just saying, her phone, her property, she pays for everything. That's what I'm assuming. If she pays for everything, then that's her stuff. You ask for consent before you go on it. And two, why don't you just communicate from her instead of just assuming it's a gut feeling or maybe you're loony? Why don't you talk? You probably would get a lot more done if you actually communicate with your girlfriend instead of snooping through her shit. Now you got a new problem that she's gonna bring up to the world because you're being a dick. You're making it look bad for all this. Dude, fix it. Yes, you're toxic. Yes, you're in the wrong. You're the bad guy. You know what? You're probably... Alright, so I'm gonna break down how which conversations do go. And then how typically, like, I do have some rare conversations that go how I want them to. Most of them go like a second view. But I'm gonna tell you and I'm gonna show you because it's a little bit easier too. Yo. Did you see that fucking alien? Or was it the shrooms? Or the acid? Like, I'm just saying, I swear what we were doing last night had us seeing some fucked up shit. Or maybe it was just me. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is reality, man? Like, did you come off yet? Are you still on it? Bruh, I felt so warm. I was melting into the couch. I felt like I was pissing myself. I was just bleeding into the couch in the floor. And, no. It wore off like 2-3 hours ago. But, like, oh my God. Never again. Whew. Hey, you mind if I come over and just, like, you know, lay with you? Like, I don't mean anything sexual. Like, we can even have a body pillow between us, a dog between us, you know, it's been a while since I've been held or got to hold anyone. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to really bother you and stuff like that. I just figured, like, you know, I can come to you for anything, and with anything, I just figured this was something to come to you about. It's just, but if it fucks up our relationship and our friendship, I guess, didn't hurt to ask. It just hurt a lot. You know your friends say no homo, right? Like, I don't really want to be cuddling up next to you, but like, if you need a mental health day, bro, it's all right with me. As a dude and a fellow penis holder, we don't really get that much love in life. So hell, brother, if you need me, I need you. Shit, we can be like battle buddies. It's fine. Life's already battle as it is, man. It's fine. But don't touch me with your penis. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? I'm just checking up on you. You know.
seeing how your mental health is, I know you be close to the edge and shit like that, and you be talking about killing yourself. I'm just checking to see if you did it already. So if I don't hear back from you in like 24 to 48 hours, I'm not gonna do a search party, but I'm gonna really, really worry and pray about you. So hit me back when you can.
Hey, can I take your point of view and see through your lenses to see what you see in me? Because I'm confused. I just try to be human decency, and people applaud and praise me like, wait, y'all don't know what that means? Oh, I guess self-respect and reliancy is never the thing that's calling you. I would never sell you out. I'd get the personal revenge, even though I know revenge isn't for everybody. I'd rather not sell you to the devils I don't know, and the things I come through typically aren't that harsh. I just want you to learn, but hey, can I see through your view? All the things I do are just the things I do. Nothing new to me, nothing interesting to me, no sparks. I just throwing up the things that come in. At this point, it's just numbing. I don't try to do these things to be cool. I don't do these things to get your girl. Try to get
I think I be watching porn too much. Like, I don't make eye contact for a copious amount of reasons. I'll let you in touch. I'll keep you in on the loop. I'll let you know about the secret that I hope you start laughing too. I be watching porn too much. So making eye contact with you, I don't give a fuck if you chick or dude. You still be out my dick. Ooh. Stop! Brain, why aren't you minding me? Listen, I want you to stop doing all the sexual shit for me. Why the hell are we imagining naked? There's a car in between us. We're clearly driving different destinations, different places. We ain't even in the same fucking space. Why the fuck am I? Yeah, my hands look nice on my. Stop! Mine be doing that. I don't know why, but I feel like a sweepy type of guy. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm going to go distance and walking and sweeping and talking to myself because nobody else is here but I don't know why. I'm just feeling like a sweepish guy, a sweepy guy. I might sweep your girl or your man or your Ew, never could do the kid, but I would do you. Maybe, how old are you? Baby, you got 18 at least, so I know you could easily be with me. I'm thinking 40, I'm thinking 35, I'm thinking 37, I'm thinking 38, and I be busting in, but never busting out. Never have a kid, cause I'll always come and go at the same time, pulling out as soon as I come. I don't give a shit, but I give all the caring. I think I'm done. But don't point the head. Don't point the gun at your head or you'll be dead. I think I'm noticed as long as you love the love coming back. But some people don't know how to love cause they love crack. Hey yo, Mr. Two Pans up in this bitch, I got it done. Mr. Two Pans running it back for the fun. I'm just showing y'all I came through. I'm just showing y'all, but still not thinking ruthless. I still think all the things that I do needs to be for somebody, even if it's just for me. I kinda did counterproduction. This is how I always function. I don't care what they say. You shouldn't have a monologue in your head. How you think, though? Pictures, I'm one of those two. Picturing me doing all the things I want to do instead of the warding, whatever you want to call it. The head what? The head who? They don't care what's going through my head as long as the meds. Check the blood, but fuck it. I'm here until I say fuck shit. I don't care if I get the fuck you money or shh. I want to hear you money. Thank you for listening, though. My lip still busted, so my mouth get really saliva in it. I don't know if it's the pills I'm still detoxing from, or is it still my busted gum. Bust. passion and anger mixed up. I'm just passionate about keeping myself safe and unendangered by other people's existence. But people seem to look at me and say, wow, I look mad. But do you know that's not anger? Yeah, that could have been 4/5/2023. I look mad. Not really. Most of the time, I just act out things I think in my mind. That is fine. I am by myself, even if other bodies may see me. I look mad. Generally not. Just goofy expressing the energy. I see no need to hold it in. Nobody earshot to shame me. No. Often I am happy. Just enjoy letting out these things as they come to me. I used to hold them as a child. That used to hurt me. I am proud to sit in places, but I can't. The flow of this third energy. In time, I was my hero.
Excuse me, chocolate fellow. Handsome chocolate fellow. Can I ask you a couple questions? I just got a couple questions if you don't mind.
Yes, sure. Depending on what your questions are pertaining.
Now it's your turn. Give me back the mic.
Perfect, great. I've got a copious amount of questions. First, have you ever sent a dick pic? Second, how do you feel about women? Third, have you ever cheated?
Damn. Those are a little fucking heavy on the questions. Yes, both unsolicited and solicited. I absolutely love and adore women, and yes, I've cheated before. Did you not listen to yourself while you fucking spoke? You do not sound like somebody that fucking loves women. You said you've cheated, which I'm assuming it's on females. I'm assuming your sexuality. And you said you sent asolicited and unsolicited. Now, solicited, okay. Fine, they're asking for it. But care to dive deep into that one? Shouldn't you ask me about all of them? But fuck it, we'll talk about the unsolicited, solicited dick pic. So what happened is, because it kind of has two parts to it, because I was talking to this one chick, and I never start off cold turkey, cold calls and shit like that with dick pics. That's disgusting. That's fucked up. It's not gonna work. And I know that because of personal experience with women and how they're always thanking me for never sending a dick pic first. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, okay, so to get into it, as I was talking to her and we're in a conversation, and she was already talking about how she wanted to fuck me, and like, I figured I've already seen her basically naked, so I figured it was fair for me to send her one. But for the fact that I never asked her, she also never asked me to send nudes or like to get nudes. But regardless of the fact that it's only unsolicited if I do it for somebody, and it's only a problem when I do it. But I do get it where it can become a problem because who wants to look at that shit? The holding tighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start this off with I'm a professional idiot. Please not try this anywhere. Thank you.
The stupid part about going long distances is trying to figure out how much gas you need. Now, essentially, since I'm not a car, it's hard to figure out, and because I'm not microdosed on acid, it's even harder to figure out. So I figured if I throw a bunch of waters in, 4 is my standard, and that's typically if I'm doing work jobs. Play around, I could probably dick around with, no, 4 is standard, never mind. So 4 is standard, so I think I put in like 10 or 12 because I know it's going to be 6 miles one way and then 6 miles the other way, but to say it's going to be 6 miles and slap it back to 6 miles yet again, it's stupid to me. So honestly, I should probably have like 13 or 14, so I might go 6 miles, sit for an hour and a half, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I don't know, and then go 6 miles back. Bound if I'm going to take the same route. There's millions of ways to get home. It's even easier on fucking bike or foot, but bike or car, but like on foot. Oh yeah, it's just to prove that you're gonna do whatever the fuck you want to, and I do whatever the fuck I want to. It's just not lavish like most people do. Also, another thing I was thinking about, I got both these bitches off Temu. I want to say I paid less than, I got like 6, 7 things from Temu. So I know I paid less than $100 for all of them, but like these headphones, and what irritates about me is, I'm thinking, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks for both these. I used to get my headphones from Walmart all the time, and every time these motherfuckers got 100%, it'd be like these would be small. The Walmart headphones would be so expensive, the quality wouldn't be shit, the lasting and the range wouldn't be shit, but these bitches like 24, 32 hours on both these. I don't know which one's which, but either way, I can fall asleep, wake up, still listen to it for a whole ass motherfucking day, and do it again the next day, and it's like, oh, you need to charge them. All right, bitch, I got 2 of you for a goddamn reason. And I'm like, why is this 100% strong, this 100%, like a fucking Apple iPhone's 100%, this 100%. They ain't the same 100%, but we assume 100 is 100. No, it's not, bitch. What quality 100 do I gotta fuck with? Because this quality 100, I fuck it.
This garage that looks like he's trying to sell. Don't know if he's gonna do it today. Don't smell like rain, but look like rain. Look like I'm gonna be paying back to the point. So I'm just thinking, you know, for as many elderly people I've known been smoking cigarettes, some motherfuckers been like, yeah, I've been smoking since I'm 9. I'm 84 now, bitch. And everybody wants to say, oh, this is gonna kill you. It's gonna, bitch, I'ma kill me if I'm not on this. So shut the fuck up. You don't know this, but now you. But like, I ain't really upset. I ain't really pissed. I literally said. So I'm trying to make a log of it as I'm walking, not for this clearly, but I said I might get wet after I was gonna piss myself. Turns out not. This bitch had other plans. I love you, thank you. I ain't been wet in a while. And this ain't gonna, you know, conceive a child, but like, sometimes try to speak intelligent. It's just I know many languages, but it's all English, so it's like, what do you know? More than you think and more than I know. I don't really know what I know. I didn't know I could do that until you asked me to. I'll test myself in certain aspects, but physically, oh shit. 6 miles, I'm eating this bitch. Once this layover of rain goes, I'm eating the other 6. Why? Because you're telling me this isn't practical? You've never had your car ever fucking break down, lucky you. You ain't never not had the money, lucky you. You've never had trials and tribulations. Like, yeah, I could take a lot of challenges, just the challenges, they differ. This is cakewalk. But some people say, what's my prep? The funny thing about this is, last night I passed out about 9, 10-ish, woke up at midnight. Went for a walk about 1, 2-ish, And it wasn't nowhere nearly as long as this. I'm like, you know what? I want to walk across town. I want to see how far it takes to get from here to my buddy's house. 6 miles. All right, seems easy enough. So, like, I'm going to walk back home. Figured I'd put enough waters in my bag. I only really drank one so far. So I've been moderating myself because I don't know how long I'm going to hang out here. I don't know how long this shit's going to happen. I saw it out there around the forecast. I'm like, oh, this shit's going to happen early in the morning. By the time I woke up, I figured this shit's going to be done, right? I don't pay attention. So, like, I'm like, yeah. I'm glad I left when I did. I left at 1. It's 2:57. I told myself, didn't tell you guys, but told myself I'd be there before 4. And I feel very confident. Like, I feel like I get shot right now. And I can still just... if I had an army crawl, I still feel like I can make it there before 4. That's just my confidence, my overall drive, my toxic. I can't stop my over hyper independence, even though it's not always healthy. So I love that you do that until you don't listen. Until you start being less complacent in the situations that I put you in. Like, I love you when you're very moldable, malleable. But once you start getting rigid, fuck you. Why are you not so smooth anymore? Because I don't want to.
All right, so like the more that I listen to my own stories, I think about things I've been through, I slowly realize I have Stockholm syndrome, and that's why I'm a little bit psychotic. On top of the fact of all the things I realized I went through, and it's just like I didn't realize it until I listened to other stories on Facebook, and I stopped and thought. And that's my problem. I don't stop and think enough. But like when I'm going through things, I have nothing else but time to think. So it's like what to think of. And one thing that currently is: have you ever heard a story of somebody telling you something that just sounds like I've heard a story of somebody regaling an instance where I'm like, you were raped and or molested. Do you not realize that? Well, I just woke up and my panties were out. Were they on before? Were you wearing them? Because I wanted to like, yeah, they were on, but and he was just nowhere to be found, and my vagina was throbbing. Did you get a... I don't know, but everything was fine. Like, we still talk and chill. So, he raped you. You didn't realize you were raped. Oh, no, he would never do that. He's a chill dude. Can your brain not connect that some people are just pieces of shits? Like, I don't know what the dude perspective is from it because we don't share our stories about being molested and or raped. I don't doubt it's happened to do. It's just like you have to find dudes that were comfortable enough to tell me about their rape and or molesting story. And I can currently remember it, to be honest. Like, I've had dudes confine me before, like, female issues. And it's not until I stopped and started to think about, like, all the things I went through. The constant screaming. That's not known, but I thought it was. The, why aren't you smiling? Smile. It's going to make the photo look better. You should smile. The, yeah, I was going to give you the money, but we need to get groceries. And I could have told you from the start that we need to get groceries. So selling the dog that I told you originally that we were going to keep. No, we're selling it and we're spending most of your money on groceries, but I'm not going to tell you until we go shopping.
The problem with growing up is I feel these things, I'm not quite sure. But with the education that I have gathered now, I'm like, wow, I'm going to live my life. Whether you help me figure it out or not. Whether I enjoy these things or will I hate them. You're the teacher. Teach me correctly and I'll learn how to direct things and I'll be able to create, not corrupt things, but because I'm not aware of how much power I can have, even though I might only be a small man, so they say, 5'6". People just see over you so much, but why do people taller than me and bigger than me look up to me like, yo, what up, Big G? And they don't even be saying that to just discredit me or try to belittle me. Like, they don't even see me as little E, as big homie. Like, hey, that's because of education and self-preservation. Like, everybody wants to be wild. Everybody wants to be homie. Everybody wants to, until it's time to, like... Of course they're gonna come to the party. Everything paid for. There's men, there's women, there's rooms, there's plenty of places to destroy shit. They don't own it. Who's gonna clean up after though? So it's my fault that they didn't teach me that I could be anything that I wanted to and that everything is going to happen rather if I know it or not, rather if I notice it or not. So I'm going to experience all these things. Will I be able to label it? What I thought was love turned out to be toxic and trauma and abuse and guilt tripping and gaslighting and oh shit.
They said this was love. Did we mislabel it? Did I mislabel? Are these teachers licensed to be teaching me? Oh wait, they don't teach the public schools. They are just parenting. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can fucking be like that. Any Tina, Barbara, Sarah, Becky can just open her legs and give birth to shit. But like, how dare you fish out here? Where's your license? How dare you drive that car? Where's your license? How dare you sanctify your union under this state? Where's your license? How dare you do so many freaking dangerous things without a license?
I got a quick question. So anybody else get left in a room when they are told to wait for somebody and then automatically their brain goes, somebody's gonna try to murder us and or kidnap us. We should be on high alert right now. Be very cautious of your scenarios. Be very cautious of all the things that you can use as a weapon. What's very blunt that you could use to bash against somebody's head? What if they're taller than you? What if they're shorter than you? What if they're faster than you? What if they're faster than you? What if they're stronger than you? What? How long did they say they're gonna be gone for? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what did I do? What did I do in the last 15 minutes? What did I do when I woke up? Have I really done something bad? Or something from my past caught up with me? Have I really been a bad person? Oh my god. Oh, they're here. Hi. Oh no, the drive here, it was a breeze. I had a bunch of green lights and I didn't have issues finding my car keys and or my wallet, so I absolutely enjoyed the drive here. How was your day? Oh, that's splendid to hear. That's splendid to hear. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to make you and this company way more money. I really do hope that I can be your best slave within the quality and efficiency. I hope that you guys will pay me just enough to live, just enough. No, I don't want anything extravagant or lavish. Like, I don't want to live above my means just by a little bit or just enough to be able to not live check by check. Just pay me enough to keep and make you guys so much money. Like, I make you guys $500,000 and you guys pay me $200. How about that? Overall, like, yeah. So you're gonna leave and have a talk with somebody? Okay. Did we say too much? Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck did you say? Oh, maybe it wasn't all that bad. Like, did we make enough eye contact though? Were we too loud when we spoke? Did we speak clear enough for them to get it? It already happened. Fuck it. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Anybody else go through that shit when they just? I don't know. I feel like that's normal, at least for me. I feel like I'm pretty good about hiding things. Under the bed, you won't see. What is hidden cannot exist now, can it? Is it on the checklist or did nobody really check it? Does it have? Oh, I cut myself so much every time I touch myself. My non-touch discipline is horrible. Especially if it's longer. It's dropping. Imagine I'm just crazy like this. Sometimes the nicest thing I can do is shut the fuck up. So I do. I don't know. Y'all just said I was being rude. I just saw them trip and thought, shit, gravity be a bitch. What? Y'all ain't never fall before? Go ahead. Hit me if it makes you feel better, but I'ma laugh at that shit. Pain works differently from me. Y'all had a perfect childhood, something loving. You got to keep your parents. Well, shit, that's cool for you. I've been in trauma zone since I could believe I can remember. I don't know what the fuck I believe I remember. I'm pretty sure some suppressed shit back here, and I'm just trying to be. Everybody always criticizing me, so I just figure if I wait till y'all attack or attach. I don't know if you're trying to call and wait for a response from me or just trying to be politely. Don't invite me just to be nicely like, well, I've heard everybody not be. Do it because you want to. Do it because the group's gonna go well. Do it because I don't have to change my personality to be able to fit into this reality. Like, really, you like me? No, you don't. You like the person I played, the part that I created just for you, characterizing myself just for this, just for that, just for I want to fit in. Younger me learned how not to be in places I don't want to be. They won't listen to me, just calling me a madman, but
Did anybody question why I was so angry? Well, it started when I was born and then everything else started to do. I literally came to this place with nothing to lose, so everything to win, so why y'all so rude? I could be just easily as bitter as you. I've known so many other people. Yes, I'm really saying I'm glad I'm not them because, yeah, it could be worse. So I'm happy that it's not. I have had some take backs, but I'm not taking that back out so others can continue to rue from the injuries I've gotten. Like, I'm not going to be a burden just because I've been hurt, just because I've been shot, just because I'm in pain. Bitterness isn't going to come from me. I wasn't speaking because I don't know the difference between being nice and mean. So far, so good when I speak with you, but the second I disagree, the second I don't say you're pretty, the second I don't speak, the second I don't know what I did wrong to get this anger and bitterness. Maybe I didn't even do anything. It's hard to read why you're so rude. Do you even know what's right and wrong with you? I do. This is what the doctors say. I finally accumulated the money for them to diagnose me. It was cheaper not to know. I'm just glad enough people believed in me, paid me, supported me, because I would have never known if I pursued this alone with no loan. I just know that I was born basically alone. So I'm a traveler going to places where people accept me and more or less tolerate me. They say they like me, but you just like the character I created for this scene. If you wait, I'll switch again and again and again and again. If you catch me behind the scenes, you might be mad at me. Why are you so morbid? Why are you so mean? I don't have the energy to pretend like I give a shit. I'm not going to be openly rude as long as you keep your hands and feet away from me. Go ahead with your negative thoughts, but who said I was listening? I'm done when I say I'm done. As long as you keep your hands and feet, you don't exist to me. I just came here to do what I needed to do, what others told me I have to do, to participate in the group. I'm not trying to be rude, not trying to grab attention, but I always do. I didn't do this just to, oh, no, it's just when we all look alike, do we really? Was the fucking nigger with the painted nails just the nigger that you just see? Go ahead. Racially profile me, but how the fuck are you gonna forget this? Because you won't. Alright, so I done already heard 2 poems, so I guess I better be number 3, shouldn't I? So, for the fact that they always bother me, do they love me or do they lust me? Wait a second, why you want to talk to me? Walk with me, play sports with me, come on, pick my brain more. Why you trying to get me in the bedroom, though? Shit, yeah, I'll take some weed to smoke, but keep it down the alcohol, though. Why are you trying to get me inebriated? Mary's always kept me at peace, always kept me down when it came to be in the places that I need to be. Most people say I got too much energy. Other people ask me what I be doing, where do I want to go, what I want to do when I'm with them, and I'm just like, I don't know, whatever you allow me to. Like, play video games, talk about conspiracy theories, smoke a bunch of weed, maybe cuddle, but nothing too sexual. I want to keep it platonic, honestly. Please don't put that ass on my dick. That should get up real quick, and I'm pretty sure you'll feel it. I remember X used to complain about it. What's poking me? Darling, that's just easy. Why did you get away from me? Damn it, stop poking people. I want love, but lust was always handed to me. I thought the bitches were the same the way they came up to me. Are they identical twins or fraternal twins? I don't give a fuck. Something was fucking me. It wasn't until late nights that I would lay head on pillow, head in the skies, always thinking of why am I always feeling so alone? Why do I even try? I think I have someone, but who's to say she lays alone like I do? We talk well, but is the communication on key, or is she just telling me things I want to hear and I repeat it back to her too? So we don't get mad at each other, but are we polygamy? No, it's monogamous on my part, polygamy on her part. If I was to do what she did, I'm the asshole. But hey, I ain't telling like I ain't never cheat before. Shit, is it love or lust? I like your body more than the body I already have. Girl, like, I want my girl to stay, but I still want to play and shh, keep it down. My girl's across the way. And play. Until sex stopped being the big thing for me. Like, I only did it because society pushed it so heavily upon me. Like, everywhere I see, I need titties, I need booty, I need pussy. Until I realized the mind is such a powerful weapon, and most people use the body to get close to the mind. It's a Venus flytrap the way they eat me up. I was buzzing around her until I died. I was barking up her tree until a branch fell on me. I was following her until her man came through. See, the reason why I need this constant reassurance is because the unbalancedness in my childhood was like,
Every day I wake up, I feel like I'm restarting these plays for the parts that I already got. Did I think I did? I don't know. Replaying for the part of boyfriend, best friend, friend in general, employee. I'm just trying to be the person I was yesterday, person that you remember, the person that I portrayed the first day that I met you, to continue to be the person to fuck. Where did I leave the notes on them? I know I have a character, personality for these things because the younger me couldn't be enough, so I had to learn how to be. So I did, and it's just really, if you just don't do anything you enjoy and listen to them, they will tell you exactly what they want from you. They will scream it, they will throw it, they will just. Sometimes you don't have to exist in the reality. They want you to be quick with it, drop it off, and then go not exist. I just figured out that sometimes if I speak too loud, speak too roughly, speak not enough, wait, are these the words that you told me and taught me to say? Because because if I don't say it the way that you want me to, I'm in trouble because you didn't teach me to. I'm sorry. Now that I'm old enough and smart enough to realize, oh, this was never me. No wonder why I have issues seeing who the fuck is this. They kind of look like me a little bit, not always, but like, dang, they need some sleep. Is this me? Who could it be? I am whoever they want me to be, but who am I for me? A vessel? A vehicle? A body, but like, or a body like doom? I stopped being who they wanted me to be. Now they discard me. Am I in the landfill? Or am I coming to be in my empire eventually as I go? I'm not going for greed. I'm not going for pride I used to fear. Not being known. Now, I just want to die. But every day I wake up trying to figure out, can I get that role back? Or do I not apply? Am I not worth it anymore? Wait, I don't want that role. I want a different one. Stop typecasting me. I used to be the nice guy, but that's not nice of you. Wait, actually, I'm just conveniently for what it seems to be. You only like me for as much as I agree with you. The second that I disagree, regardless of how minuscule it may be, you get very vicious and violent. Wait a second. I just preferred the color green over blue. I just preferred the sports team over sports team. I just had a different opinion. Like, why so aggressive? Did I hurt anybody? Did I actually physically do anything? Do I have to be a perfect underling, a carbon copy of you? I could never be. There's only one. You are unique. Or am I the unique one? I don't know. I am at this point from wanting to be in the group to, I know what some groups do and I wouldn't agree, so fuck it. I'm glad you guys don't like me. Some of you guys would want me to hang in a tree. Some of you guys would want to enter me. Some of you guys would want to exit wound on me, even if it's not for the people that wear the night sheets during the nighttime, but not because they're going to bed. They're just weird how they cut eye holes for their head. It is what it is. It's the world that we live in. I'm aware of it. They'll hate me regardless of what they look like. Because you would assume just because they're on the white team that they're the only ones against me. Hey, there's friendly fire anywhere. They could look just like me. And apparently I'm on the op team. It's a color difference, rather. It's white, blue, red, green, orange, numbers. I don't really know what the signs may be, but hopefully I don't be participating in no gang activity and or territory. I get this world is scary and we just continue to push it, and I'm just like, wait, what's the limit though? The law is the rules. We all, technically speaking, are criminals. Well, what crime did you commit? Did you really know about it? It's just what's reinforced. I don't know. They want me to be somebody else. I just want to be me. Who? Rather, it's a physical being still presenting, or a corpse waiting to rot externally. I would be myself. Whether you love me or you hate me. I am me. You can't change me. You already chained me. You maimed me. Now I'm angry. But I'm still progressive. I'm not going to destroy anything. Unless I need to. But this is for me. This is not for you. I'm doing the work so nobody else has to be the casualty.
Isang kita tan.
Oh, that handy. That handy's tree right now. Handy piece of tree right near the post. Mother flipper. Still in between two trees. Alright, that's all. Too much power. Poor train. Oh, thank you, train, because I think I was going the wrong way. Oh! Fire pitch, Ethan, fire pitch. Oh? Oh, okay. Fine. Ooh! Didn't bounce right now. How many runs do I have left in me? Clearly not many. So I didn't know. Stop kicking so badly! Who touched that kid? Easy on air balls. Easily. But no, I don't own any of this. This shit breaks. Ooh, I'll be in trouble. You might as well just hang me because at this point, the way that debts work is you either can pay them or you can't. I can't, so it's like, what am I worth to you? I don't flipping know. I don't know the value of any things I do. People say it's valuable, but I'm like, where's my mansion? Where's my cars? Where's all this shit that I should get for being a profitable person, but what profits do I have? I don't know, I'm also not a greedy person. Like, that's probably also the issue because I've more or less turned down money and I've accepted money because I don't want to be greedy. Like, there's things I want, but like, I wish we could just barter it. I always thought, I was in the older days where it's just like, what you do is more a matter of how much money you have because I could be Lex Luthor, but bitch, if I'm Lex Luthor, I'm rich enough to be a villain. Like Batman, he's rich enough to be a vigilante, even though he's technically speaking a good vigilante, but the vigilante is someone that takes crime and puts it into their own hands and technically speaking it's illegal. So it's illegal to be good is all I heard. Yeah, wait till they come to help you. Even if the ones that are killing you. I'm on peace, love, care, and it's all they do is stare. I'm on peace, love, care, and they don't want to hear. I'm on peace, love, care. Peace, love, care. I'm on peace, love, care, and they want me gone. I'm on peace, love, care, and they want me to get out of here. It's all I want to do is learn who you are, how you are. Is there a fucking bar? Is there any rules? Is there any boundaries? Are you accountable? Are you always saying it's not me? It's not me. Well, we got your body on camera. Who else could it be? Possibly your twin if you got one. Possibly it could be a body double if you got one. Possibly, but are you accountable? Because people say they instinctively remember being you. They remember talking to you, the voice and everything. We got many witnesses on top of video. So who are you? I'm just trying to be me. I'm just trying to be free. I'm just trying to walk out with love, care, and peace. Love, care, and peace. That's all I want in society. Love, care, and education, peace. I keep adding on and switching it because there's always more to it. There's always more than you see, more than you know. That's why I just try to learn. I don't have to lean. Whatever. I'll make it work because I typically do. Is this connected to anything or am I just going to wear it for my novelty? But that's the point. So I don't know why, but I find it so hard to say this. When we home from your Lido too. All right. Like, it shouldn't be hard to say, but I don't know. I think it's just because of social stigma and how I'm still trying to retrain and ingrain in my brain. Like, fuck it! Do you molest people? No. Do you harm people? No. Do you negatively force your thoughts and opinion on people? No. Do you beat people?
What do you mean, physically, or do you mean just like in competitory wise? Do you physically beat people? No, nigga. You know I don't beat people. So it's just like, am I doing anything bad? No. So why is it bad that I live at home with my adopted parents that are my parents I grew up with? Why is it bad? Because let me explain it. Because if you actually sit and listen, it's not like I'm saying I live at home. It's not like I don't do anything. Like I do actually a lot of things. Here are a list of things I do as a staying at home, trying to build up my finances, not doing a good job of that, and trying to move out, but still doesn't seem like it's gonna be a good idea for the fact of their physical health. And I'm literally, I should have done this a little bit earlier, but what I do as a stay-at-home child is I do grocery shopping. I fucking hate it. I do the financing stuff, so I take the old man and get him to a place that he needs to be when it comes to needing to pay for certain things, or sometimes for medical things. So I guess that's not really financing. I'm the shelf is what I should have said. I am also the cleaner. I am also the family therapist. That's always been that. Like I'm everybody's therapist, but not a therapist. I'm not like a therapist. I just give good advice. I'm good at listening, and sometimes they don't want advice. They just want me to listen. Because I realize they don't want advice. Because I'll give good, sound logical advice, but it's basically like an unsolicited dick pic. Stop doing unsolicited dick pics. You're making it look bad for this community. Not like this community, because if it's a big one, it's like still knock it off. Unwanted dicks are unwanted dicks. Regardless of how big or small it may look, stop making it looks bad for the whole entire community. So it's just like unsolicited advice is basically the exact same thing. So I would want you guys to clear up if you want me to just listen or if you want me to give advice. But at this point, I've learned to just shut the fuck up and listen, and just listen and listen and listen. Just yeah, okay. And maybe just like throw it back like you're choosing this instead of just saying, you know what, you could do this, that, but like, no, this is your choice, because there are options. There are, there's options. You've told me there's options. So like, essentially you're just working it out for yourself, but putting the actions through. Are you an actor or a screenwriter? You seem like a screenwriter, aren't you? You don't think you're pretty enough to be an actor? You could be! Or an actress. You could be! You just gotta put the actions to. Just stop screenwriting. Make the moves. Like, I screenwrite and act too, but sometimes I screenwrite overly and I just don't do like, I'm embarrassed too. Is it because of how the view will be done upon me? Ooh, I wish I had the childhood. What the fuck is this embarrassment? Oh, I fucked up. Oh, my pants are down. Pull them up. Ooh. Indecent exposure, if it does it, kid, just pull it up. Don't do that. What the flip happened? If not, wardrobe malfunction, it's all right too, but somebody actually intentionally does, somebody's going to jail. Kind of makes sense logically, don't you think? I don't really know who all do. I just try to figure out from interactions, acting, are they or actually being themselves, can't tell. I have to see them in multiple interactions to be able to make up a good bio of them, because I can't just see off of bodies. Don't you know that? Most, not all, which ones do we notice? Do they all have cognitive functioning? Are they connected or disconnected, or do they just act like it? I don't really know till I know, and then I'm too late though. Well, we would have never thought they would have done that. Like, they were so energetic, enthusiastic, very helpful. They were just the top star. And I would have never thought that a winner didn't love to win. I didn't think that if they were told no, that they would be so bashful and so freaking snappy and vulgar and just intense. They were all up in my face. I could just feel the heat coming off of them, and they didn't even touch me, but they were getting really close to, and just the spit was on me. Just said no. I just said no. I wasn't doing nothing much. I just didn't know, and then they were. But you don't really know until you know, and like I keep saying, is it too late or is it early enough to just like, I'm gonna drive right past this bitch. Woo! Touch the bullet. Or sometimes it hits and it's just nowhere critical, so you'd help. Yeah, I live at home with my parents, and I clean, I do the chauffeur, I help the old man do with the financing, I take him to the hospital if he needs to go, I pick him up from the hospital. I also, I guess, more or less play with my siblings. Well, sibling now because Skylar passed, and then Avony, she's Down syndrome and a handful and a half. I'll tell you what, she's a pain in the ass sometimes, but like, $709,010,000 Why are you making weird faces back there? What in the shenanigans are you doing? Stop being weird. Why are you making stupid fictitious numbers up to make people think you're stronger than you really are? Stop being a liar. Why are you being weird? Whatever. Facial exercises maybe? Like, that's the only thing I could think that you're doing, which I don't know, like, you could work out your face, but like, the face doesn't, okay. The face does win women, but that's just purely genetics, dude. Like, just knock it off. Stop fucking being a weird, dude. Like, clearly this is why you're never gonna make friends, you're never gonna get a girlfriend, you're never gonna get anything you want, because you're so fucking weird.
Sheesh, get a life, get some fucking hobbies, stop making weird faces. Like, if you're not gonna go out to be an actor, then stop doing it. Like, I'm not even jealous that I can't fucking copy your faces, but like, just stop that. Just stop it. Sheesh, can't believe I fucking hang out with you so goddamn much. Plus, sit down and get some fucking pumps in, man. Like, how the fuck are you gonna hang out with me and be so fucking scrawny? Just work out the actual muscles that matter. Like the biceps and the triceps. You should try. It'd be better if your name was Seth, but it isn't. Alright, Darwin. Can you see that face, LeVar? Fuck you. I don't even want to sit down and work out with you anymore. I'm gonna fucking leave.
One thing I hope for when it's my turn and my time to teach and be able to raise my own seeds and water them, if that ever does come, because I do realize for the way that I am, I would get so fucking violent, no doubt about it. Like, you even think about fucking touching my goddamn child, I will have your fucking head buried into the concrete so fucking deep. Like, the anger that I wish I would have had to protect myself as a child, I would definitely use over all my children. And that's even if I went to an orphanage and have 40 children. I don't give a fuck. From the ugliest ones to the prettiest one, because they're my children, they're all fucking beautiful in my eyes. But from the ugliest ones to the prettiest ones, the most able to the most disabled one, I would fucking beat the absolute shit out of anybody, including my own staff members if I had it. Just for the fact of the matter is, what most people neglect to think is, weren't you there at one point? It's climbing the ladder, but this is something that everybody has to climb the ladder to. Nobody fucking wakes up and is like, okay, that's hard to say, because might be some people had a coma at fucking 2 or 3 years old and wake up because the parents had the money and the funding until like 20 or 30 like that. But for the most part, most people grow up and develop and grow through from baby, so infant to toddler to kid, to adolescent to preteen to teen to full-blown adult to later middle-aged adult to fucking senior citizen. So that's essentially supposed to be stages. For the fact that not all of us makes it all the way to senior citizen before we die. Some of us don't even make it out of the infant stage. Some of us don't make it out of adolescence. Some of us don't make it out of the teen stage, preteen. Like, there's so many steps where you can get fucking got before there. But let's assume that you make it that far. The fucked up part is there's so many stories to you, and I don't even feel excited to tell any of mine. And I think it's more or less because of how clearly this is how I was brought up, and that's why I keep trying to reinforce in all the videos. It's the start. For the fact that you started, great. But it's the start that's so fucking important. And there's always chances to fix it up and just let's fix it up, shine up, and fix the issue before it becomes an issue. But I do believe in certain instances there is such thing as too late, even though in other instances I'll say there are no such thing as too late. But it just really all depends on what it is. It'd basically be like if you had a concert and the ticket says for a specified date and you pass the day or you try to go earlier. Well, you were too early, doofus. It's too late, doofus. Why the flip? Like, it's doofus. There's a perfect time for it and you might have missed it. I believe I might have missed some time with people in my personal life that I interacted with, or honestly, it just was never meant to be. And like, how I thought is if it was supposed to be, it will be no matter what. And also, if it's for a timestamp, then it just means, well, if it was meant to be, like, is this the only time that I'll ever get the time to? Like, the window's never gonna open, it's forcefully welded shut, and it's just like, never again, never again, never again. And then in certain instances, yes, like in a death matter, but I don't always believe that death is death. I do believe that the energy still lingers, or a source of somewhat lingers, and you could always talk to them, just not physically. But you could always talk to them, and essentially they're not imprisoned by the body, so they could always honestly be wherever the fuck you want them to be with you. Just make sure you have them stand outside the hallway if you're having sex. Out of respect. So, the more that I've learned, the more I've come to gather. The reason why I'm the way that I am is clearly a lot to my upbringing, also a lot to the way the community that I'm in is. So location. I can never stress that enough. And then the people that I allow around me and the voices I allow into my head, aside from the voice that I already just come as it is. And I want to say I've been a lot better about just allowing anybody and everybody around me, which I've had an ex-friend of mine tell me that you're too open, you're too available, and I'm just like, yeah, so what does that mean? What the fuck? And it wasn't until a couple years later, probably recently, I've come to encompass on what she exactly meant. And I realized that, like, the more times I've actually slowed down and think, because I'm always moving, I'm always thinking, but for the fact that I'm always moving, I'm always thinking, there's always things to see because I'm more or less thinking of what's in my physical reality. But when I'm not moving as much, I'm literally just rewinding, thinking, how'd this conversation go? How'd that conversation go? How'd this interaction go? How'd that interaction go? Was I too aggressive? Was I too fast? Did I speak clear? Did I even listen long enough? What the fuck was going on? Am I in trouble? Blah, this, blah, that. So as I'm going through it, I'm trying to figure out, what do these interactions benefit me? Are they beneficial? Or because a lot of my life I played video games, I still currently do. It's just not as much because my system's being shitty. I don't really have the spark to. Because for me personally, you can reject me as many times as you want to, but I'm not. And I do get that people are gonna feel like that. Some people are, and that's why I don't get as offended as I used to when I was younger. It's nice to be involved, even though I'm gonna want to say no. It's nice to be thought of, even though I'm gonna want to say no. But it's just I say no so often because I always overthink of what if this goes, what that goes. I never think, what if I have fun? Because there's always that option. What if I have fun? I'm always thinking, what if there's a bunch of racist people there and they want to do a Ku Klux Klan meeting? I was like, what if there's a bunch of police officers that just don't give a fuck about minorities and then they just want to take me to jail and say look different? And I think, what if there's a bunch of Karens there and they're just racist? A lot of these are racist ones. And then I just think, what if there's a bunch of kids there and their parents are
giving a shit about them, and the kids are just, I don't know, becoming terrorists. I see it. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen this kid in 10 to 15 years. This kid's probably gonna try to rap me. Like, there's always things I'm thinking of. I'm like, why is it always like that? And like, I've been a little bit more recently trying to retrain my worry thoughts instead of being like, oh, what if I get pulled over? Be like, oh, what if I forget the keys to my fucking Bugatti, or I lose the keys to my BMW? I used to be like, oh, what if she doesn't like me? It's like, oh, what if there's too many people and I don't have enough time and attention to... Sometimes my charm works. Like, I don't even know how the fuck people will call me charming. Oh yeah, that could be my number 3. People will call me charming, and I'm just like, did I learn how to develop a superficial charm and I don't even know how the fuck to use it? I don't. Literally, me out in public is basically like a grown-up kid. Like, where's this supervisor? Because I always think I don't really know how to do a lot of things when it comes to the economical standpoint of being able to pay your bills, buy find stamps. The whole shopping part I got pretty well decent, but everything else is just like, I know how most people act, and it's just like, come on, hurry the fuck up, I got somewhere to go. Thank you. All right, so I want this, that. And me out in public is just like, and no, I literally got headphones on all the time. I'm just like, and what I like to try to do is, okay, let's say people are standing this way, and because they're typically standing that way, that means their ass is facing toward, like, dick to butt, basically. And because just the way that I've seen how the scope that women, I'm not even quite sure if it's always true, how women see men in the gym, I've just taken that as like, I don't ever want to feel like a female is in danger when I step into the room. But because it's not all men, just like it's not all police officers, just like it's not all churchgoers. I'm talking about the pedophiles that are in church. It's not like it's all priests and pastors, just like it's not all, what else is bad? And we all just say all, but it's not all. Yeah, fill that part in for you. Just like it's not all of them. I just want to make sure I don't fit the description. Like, for the fact that I have a penis, I kind of fit it. And facial hair, they're going to assume I'm a cisgender male. But now they come into psychology trick, ladies and gentlemen. On top of getting people leaving the fuck alone because they're low-key homophobic, but they don't want to admit it, or they know they're homophobic. Like, oh, this gay penis gobbler. I don't even like dick like that. I like people in general. Everybody's invited to my house within reason. Only females are in bed. Only females are invited into my bedroom. And if a trans person makes it through, I just hope you got the bottom surgery done. Like, I've even thought about it many times, like, how would I feel if I was in a sexual encounter, which I haven't had one quite yet, and I got, and I will realize when I'm looking at things, I'm literally, as I'm looking at someone or something, I'm over analyzing what all I'm thinking currently. Oh, how long has it been? Have they had tires rotated? Oh, where are they coming? Where are they going? All this and all that. And I was zoned out while doing that and not really realizing how long I'm doing it for, which I try not to do that all too often. Like, I look at it and then try to have that zone out thought, because if I have that zone out thought, when I'm looking at it, it's just like, fuck happened? Oh shit. Or I'll be looking at somebody and it's just like, and eventually I look up a little bit higher, nose to eyes, because it's not necessarily where I'm zoned out, but I'll zone out and then I'll zone back in for a hot second, look at what I'm doing, just make sure, because if I'm out in public, which happens, I will zone out because I'm not allowed to do, oh yeah, the whole entire, not the butt. I used to stand like this and I still do, just because I'm not trying to make you guys fucking feel scared. Like, not all, but like, I got the parts, I guess I could be one of those. And then, where was I at the last part? Before I went back to line part. And then, like I keep saying, if I'm out in public, I would try not to stare too much at people, just because with all the information that's always going in, it's always just like, there's never not a moment I don't feel like I'm in the wrong. There's never not a moment I don't feel like I'm in the right. But there are certain times I always feel like I'm in the absolute one or the other. And then there's some moments that I'm just like, fuck, I don't give a shit. Fuck it, shoot me, stab me. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it, take this, take that. I don't even fucking want to be here. I get aggressively negative like I do aggressively positive. But I try not to. I'm very in control regardless of what I may portray on my YouTube, because how well do you guys test your shit anyways? And what I mean by that is, you love your love. You love the friends, you love the family, you love all this and all that, but what have you done to test any of them to make sure it's good? Did you guys just meet each other? And that's one issue that I've had, and which is why I'm glad I was raised an orphan, because a lot of family members that I met, it's just like, we're family. Why? Because we came from the same vagina? I ain't come from the same vagina from any of these fucking people. But what I would consider family to be, and what I've come to learn through watching TV shows and movies, is, at least the animes that have taught me, most of their friendships are forged off of they went through a battle together, and they were able to find either common enemy, or the main character was coming along and said, oh, they need help, and they're willing to help them, and then from there on, they're able to find common grounds, find common interests, rather it's the interest to become stronger, rather if it's the interest to become smarter, rather if the interest is to find that one piece, or rather if that person interest that they found was just to help that person reach their higher thing. And that's why I've come to learn about certain friendships. I'm like, why am I even friends with certain people? I've come to stop and think about, like, we're only friends because we smoke weed, we're only friends because we work out together, we're only friends because we work together, we're only friends because XYZ ABC, and it's just like, sometimes it's only because of proximity. Sometimes it's only because of learning purposes. Sometimes because of this, sometimes because of that. And I've always told myself I've never be friends with somebody purely off of just because they're rich and they had lavish lifestyle. Until this day, I still say I'm pretty good about that. Like, I wouldn't say I have any fucking rich friends, but that also be considered a little bit of a lie, because, like,
The sole reason why I'm around people is because of the.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Life feels like an experiment to me. And every single day that I wake up, I feel like not only am I redoing the exact experiment just to test to see if that's always going to be the results, but I'm also trying to figure out for all the variables that there is. And I realize I'm eventually get this very, very well thought through, but for as many variables as there is, I'm unsure on what I took out, if not what I added in to make this result any different than any other day. And in within taking the fact that there are also variables I cannot account for, because for me to be able to do the exact same things every day would also for me to be able to account for all the things that the other people that I interact with, that I expect for the exact same things to happen with, to be able to have the exact same encounters for it to be fucking perfect as well. And that's just too astronomical in my personal preference. But yet some days seem to run exactly the same as other days, and I've come to realize, like, if I do this in this room or if this person, that's always going to seem to be. But I can do this 3 times with this person, and then the 4th time it changes to, why did they hit me? Or why were they snappy? Why were they aggressive? What's the variable? Could it be something that I didn't account for because, well, I didn't know that they got attacked verbally by somebody. Well, I didn't know that somebody physically attacked them. Well, I didn't know that they lost something. Now they're feeling so distraught that they're taking the emotional imbalance out on me, compared to just like, yeah, I get it, you're missing something, but what did I do? No, I'm personally asking you. I didn't think I did too much. Did I say something too off? Did I speak too loudly? Was I too fast? Was I too forward? Was I too vague with it? I am confused on what I did to make you mad at me. Why are you mad at me? And some people aren't necessarily just mad around me, yet people want to direct that towards me. And I'm just like always thinking this is how it used to be, younger me. Like, what can I do to please the people around me? How can I be the peace? Why is there so much jelly? Why is there so much sparkling? Money, 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 money. Why don't we ever have enough money? Money, 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 money. They always keep battling. Money, I fucking hate this fighting. And everything feels better when I'm not around them. So I stay in my room, play video games. I go outside and leave the house for hours. I go where there's no one else around me. Even though I grew up in a family with a lot of people, I still felt lonely. Money, 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 money. You would think I have better financial literacy for as much as I see money, I hear money. I don't like money. And maybe that's why we don't have the best of relationships. Like, I can hold on to it. I guess value it. I keep it well circulated to the point where my debts aren't actually the point of killing me. But people will always be like, money, 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 give it to me. Just because you exist, and that just kind of bothers me. How capitalistic this world, it seems to be. Not really the world, but at least the country that I reside in. It's just like, wait a second. Short-tempered, which I also, I guess, go with the yell and the scream part. But like, yell and the scream could also mean that when they partying, if they party. They're also antisocial. They're also how dare you guys enjoy this fucking beautiful day at fucking peak day. I was supposed to be out here by myself and with either by myself or with somebody I brought with me. Like, why are you guys here? But if you guys are here, then, and if you guys want to participate, feel free to. I'm not gonna actually ever instigate it, because I don't fucking know. I don't know if you guys are racist. I don't know if you guys want to be alone. I don't know. I don't care. So, and the way to show I don't care, but still be gentle with it, is just how I do it. Because I'm just like, I try to hold my face softer, because it's just like, I'm not mad. I just don't really give a shit. I'm just here. So I try to hold the body happiness, where it's just like, I don't know many angry dancing people. Why are you so aggressively dancing? Like, hey, leave me alone. I want to be here. Don't touch me. But I ain't never seen it. Don't mean it don't exist. I just ain't seen it yet. I forgot what the other 2 were, because that skit went a little bit longer than I wanted to. See, and I just make these things up as I go, and when I do that, sometimes the train of thought go, oop, too far away. I can't reach it. But it's just essentially being aware. Being nice to people. I think I actually hit 2 with 1 by the interacting with kids, by playing soccer with them. Hell, I've even played basketball with them, pick up basketball just because I brought the soccer ball. Or no, we were playing basketball, and they happened to be there. And it's just like, yet again, it's not hard to act like that.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Black. So I went to Wally World, and I'll tell you the worst part about being in Wally World was, I don't know what it is about. Either it's Friday, either it's because Easter's around the corner, either it's because, I don't know. But even in the dead zones, I would typically go to a park because there's nobody there, and I can easily get in and out, and I can see everything. Oh, there was everybody. The dead spot was alive, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I to do?
Okay, maybe by the time I get out, people leave me alone. So what I had to do is I had to take some mental mind stimulating rips of things to make me focus and pay attention. I'll tell you what, I would say this is one of my best performances in all the world. Now, how I consider my performances to be good, as in I find it hard, I maneuver around people, I never have any bad interactions. If it's bad, it's because the person's racist. I don't even linger eyesight at people. Like, yes, my eyes do wander. I look at you, I look at the floor, I look at your shoes, I look at the car, I look at that, I look at this, I look at that. I saw you for maybe a total of 2 seconds. Now, within the same 2 seconds, it was like microsecond here, microsecond there, microsecond. Just because as a dude, as a melanated person in a very not melanated area, but it's starting to be integrated with melanation, but they don't really like melanation all that much, but they're not going to say it publicly, but you know, it just be how it be. So I just try to be a good representative for the group of the youth, the melanated and the disabled, even though disability doesn't always show on me. I don't know what disabilities that you can see by the way that I am acting or presenting myself, but there are disabilities to me. So for the fact that I'm always overthinking, overanalyzing those things, I'm just like, don't look like a pervert. Don't do what perverts do. Don't let your eyes linger on whether it's clothing marks, whether it's books, whether it's the floor, whether it's the ceiling. Always keep looking. Never let your eyes linger. Because you can never be accused of doing anything. I'm like, oh shit, I hope they don't. I'm not trying to set up a heist. You know how much time and energy that takes? Fuck that shit. I barely want to even communicate with the people to buy the shit legally. So, as I'm maneuvering my way through Wally World, I ended up getting to the top aisle. I grabbed my shit, I seen the other lady, and in my head I'm like, I want to be nice, but like, is this going to be seen as nice? Because I saw her getting from the Omegle thingy, the Omegle thingy, the thing for old people or disabled people or people that just can't walk as sufficient as others. So she gets up, she grabs him, like, yay, see, because also what I was taught to be a caregiver is do not take the things away from them that they can do, because once they stop learning how to do it, then go to dependency, and then they just depend on others to do it. So it's like, okay, but she did drop the ball. I was like, I can bend over quickly, like, I don't want her to bend over, my hip. And also there's also a Wally employer there, so she could help too. So I was like, I was faster. I got to help without, like, ableizing being disabled, or ugly, or otherwaism, I don't know. And this isn't even the worst part I want to talk about how I felt like I fucked up. So, be back in another 3? Okie dokie. Alright, so like, after helping that other lady with that bottle, she said thank you, I kept my headphones on. I was keeping on until I talked to a retail seller, just because, I think as time has progressed, I figured out how I like to be spoken to, but that's not how most people speak. So therefore, I'm always trying to figure out what the fuck are you saying, what the fuck do you mean?
Because how I like to be spoke to is direct and straightforward. So, like, here's a line that could work. I hate you. Translation in my brain means I do not want to spend any more extra time and energy around you. That means leave me the fuck alone. And I feel like that's pretty damn direct, but some people be like, I hate you. And now, because you said it that way compared to the first way, I'm trying to figure out, are you saying that jokingly, or are you saying that, like, because younger me would have taken that literally and walked the opposite way, but because there's been so many people, it's like, no, I'm kidding. And then they act nice for a couple instances and a couple scenes and a couple episodes. Or they know not to say that line again. And there's also issues where they just repeat that line multiple times in various forms, where it's just, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. And now I'm just like, am I being nitpicky over the fact that people use words and cadences so differently and I'm perceiving the messages possibly incorrectly? Like, I just want you to explain this to me, but people find it annoying to over-explain. Well, honestly, you just need to do this whole entire one-time thing of making things clear of how you communicate with me. But it's going to take at least 3 to 4 hours of your time that you don't want to actually spend. But we're going to do these in like 5 to 10 seconds, if not that, 10 to 15 minute increments as we're having conversation. So therefore, it's going to take at least a couple days to now, a couple weeks to now, a couple months. It all just really depends on how much time we spend around each other, and then how much time we actually spend talking vocally, compared to making eye contact or waiting for our turn to speak, because we might be in a group setting. So therefore, for it to be a fair environment, all that can speak and all those that have thoughts and opinions, all those that can feed into the conversation should have their equal amount of turn to speak. Which I would say until they're done, but I do admit in certain instances I can feel as if myself going onto a rant that I feel like, oh, I should shut up, I've been speaking too long, but I can't. And I can tell and I can sense the energy in the room kind of get annoyed towards me because I'm hogging the talk time, but honestly, we have as much time as we need, unless we're rushing. I get it, I can see why you're annoyed by me, but at the same time, when I get into these certain conversations, I just continue it. And I know I'm rambling, sometimes it makes sense, most times I think it makes sense, I hope I'm making sense, but other times not really. And that's my problem, because I just want you to be open and honest. Just tell me if I'm being stupid. Doesn't mean I'm going to agree. Tell me I'm being rude. Doesn't mean I'm going to. Tell me how you feel and what these feelings mean, because everybody uses just about the exact same words interchangeably for the language that they use, yet they use it differently. And for my bluntness and honesty is like, I've come to learn, for as much as I enjoy talking to people, identify me as happy. People identify me as black. People identify me as weird. People identify me, but have never asked me what the fuck I identify as. And if they do, they still wouldn't agree because they didn't identify me, so what the fuck does it matter? My head's full of thoughts and I let my mouth out the air, out to share. I don't always share out how much I care. Life is not fair. The fair is the emotional tax to care. I share what I can. They identify me as extreme. They identify me as loony. They identify me as gifted. They identify me the savior and the problem. Why hasn't anybody asked me what I identify as personally? The tragedy, the irony, if I spoke out more openly, possibly could find people more like me, more minded, more if I could stop trying to mold to a perfect image that does not exist. If I learned anything about life, the price of authenticity is acceptance. The price of false acceptance is your own reality. To not be able to identify yourself, why hasn't anybody ever asked me? I identify as lost. I know nobody was wondering. I've always been looking ever since the age of 3, stepping foot on this country. I learned to be everybody.
I've always been bad about internalizing emotions and how to feel about certain instances, but I just want to address this just because this has always been my issue with living life. This has always been my issue, and I think it's always going to be an issue for me. It's finances and financing, being able to afford to do things. And living's already a hassle with all the fucking bills it is. And it's not even catching with the extra shit. Like, just have a roof over your head, plus internet, plus a car, and then to be able to work, to do this, to do that. Like, I believe this is kind of retarded and redundant in the way that life is, for the fact of how smart we are as a society, for as smart as we are as a group. And this is why I keep trying to hammer in education and mental health, because why do we allow greed to overcome us as a whole in general? Because what am I going to do if I have way more than I can ever consume and ever do with? Most will just hoard and try to spend it doing whatever the fuck they want. But like I said, you can never spend all the money, so what the fuck do you do with the money? You just hold on to the money. But what I've come to think and thought of in a perfect world to make a world a better place is you should have a limit on how much you can have, because too much greed literally makes it hard for others. Because the reason why people suffer in this world is because we allow it to be, and because of the fact that others that have a surplus amount just don't really give a fuck to be able to try to help. And like, don't get me wrong, there are people that are willing to help, and there are people that are able to help. But what happens in this world is, for some reason, they see people are doing way more good than there is bad, and they cancel out that person, and then it's just like, bam. And the shitty thing about it is, it's just, if there was as many people doing good as there was bad, I feel like the world would be a better place. But to me, I feel like there's always more people doing bad than there's good. And how I always figure out is I can at least counteract the balance in my own life with people are always gonna treat me how they want to. It's just my way of reacting, how to handle things. What I'm currently having an issue with is my sister literally died today, not even 4 to 5 hours ago. And the fucked up part about it is I've known her ever since I was fucking 3. She's 30. I actually know she was 30. Because I'm like I said, I'm not really good with emotions and being connected and stuff like that. But I will admit, of all the siblings that did pass away, I would say she was one of my closer siblings, because I've also had another sibling pass away. And when he was put in a group home, we all got separated my junior year of high school, which is 2015 year, if I remember correctly, 2014, 2015 year. He died because they put him in the wrong group home. I had another sibling died inside the home when we used to live up in Higgins, like in 2012. He was having if I remember correctly, he was having a seizure, and it was very bad when that one took his life. And then Skylar, that just recently passed away, I'm actually not quite sure of what it was that caused her to die. She did have cerebral palsy. On top of her mom did 8 ball of coke, 8 hours before giving birth to her. On top of, she's quadriplegic. On top, I just say cerebral palsy. So, also she was prone to have seizures. So there's a cocktail mix of what exactly could have been the issue of it. But how I've always looked at her, and how I've always saw her is, she's never really lived a life from the start of her life to the end of her life. Because how I saw her was, she was literally bedridden from my upbringing until her death date. And that's literally how I thought, like, I should at least look at that and think, wow, at least I'm not her. And I think of that as kind of cynical, it's kind of fucked up. At the same time, I'm like, I know my life could be worse, and how other people are like, well, there's people serving, there's people dying, there's people. I have prime examples of how horrible my life could be, aside from my adversity of, oh yes, I'm a melanated person in America that has a mental mindset that's able to argue with other people, but for the fact that even though I'm able to communicate well with others, I still find that there's a disconnection in the way that I communicate with others and the way that they communicate with me. They're just like, no, there's always going to be a disconnect, because I'm not money hungry. I would rather kill myself than deprive people of other shit, just because if I have the means to do things, I try to the best ability that I can. I work, I do this. I was literally taught and ingrained to be the perfect example of how to be good, even though if you ask me personally, like in certain instances, I would get how to be good, but in other instances, it's like, no, you don't get what good is. And I'm just like, wait, what is good? Is it circumstances dictate? Is it to help the team? Is it help? Like, what am I being good for? Who am I being good for? How am I being good? And I always question, how am I being good, or am I enabling? Because sometimes enabling good kind of look like, and it's just, when I overthink things, I just sometimes freeze and stop doing things, because I don't want to be accused of doing something bad. Because what is bad, what is good, these things are not really defined to me. I just do things. I'm just like, the reviews, I'm waiting. Nobody saw. Okay, then I feel as I feel, and I feel like life is unfair and nobody cares, and it's more or less because we aren't taught to, we aren't showed how to, and it's just like, to my mindset, the thing that pissed me off the most, I'm going to keep repeating it till fucking day I die, is finances. Ever since I was growing up, that was the biggest thing. And the lady was the first one to bring up, big fucking surprise her. Literally, she dies, and the first thing she's thinking is, oh, we can't pay this, we can't pay that, we can't pay this, we can't pay that. I'm just thinking to myself, your fucking daughter died. You call her baby girl, you call her this, you call her. That's not listening to what the fuck she says clearly. She says never mattered at any point in time. So I'm listening to that, and I'm listening to that part, and like, I realize, but you're acting like we've never had finance. I was raised in financial crises. Like, we've always had finance. There's never been a time where we didn't have issues with money. So literally on the death day, we can't even think about the fact that she passed away. It's gotta be like, I don't know how we can, I don't know. You do realize in certain instances, some things wouldn't have been occurred if you didn't even enact things that you did, like cheating. We wouldn't be in certain places if you weren't just too fucking horny. We wouldn't be in certain places if you don't want to move here. Like, a lot of things, in certain instances, I want to snap at people, because I'm just like, you literally started a domino effect of what has caused this to happen. And it's just like, let the past be the past, but remember. Let the past be the past, but remember. And I always know that. Like, clearly I should probably be mourning in some sort of way, but I realized that I don't do it how most people do it, and doing it out in public in front of them was not going to be the way to do it, because, like I said, her first thought was, how are we going to afford things? His initial reaction was a snap back. Are you fucking kidding me? He yelled at her, because literally, fuck the money for a hot second. I get it. We're poor. Always been poor. Yes, things are hard to afford. Life's fucking expensive as hell. It's cheaper to be dead than his life. But first, it's more on the death of the child before you fucking worry about the bill. Life will keep moving on. We get it. We'll keep getting fucked. We get it. Money's always gonna be an issue, but did you really have to be like, how are we gonna afford this? How are we gonna afford this? Stop. Be sad and allow yourself to feel the feelings. Like, I never even thought about the money, but like, when I was younger, that was one thing I did think about a lot. I'm like, I think statistically they got all of us because like it's the easiest and cheapest way to not have a job, but have a job to take care of kids. But at the same time, we didn't always make as much to be able to feed in as much as we consumed. Or at the same time, the lady was shitty at money management. So even though we may have made enough for it to be at least substantial for us to be able to do stuff, for the fact that she had no financial literacy or actually financial care for any of us, how I've always thought about it in my mind is, if I give $100 to him, and if I give $100 to her, I know that $100, if he has nothing to spend it on,
he's going to spend it on himself, maybe. But if he's got a family to take care of, he's going to put it on the family. If I gave that $100 to her, she could have the exact same scenario. She's always going to spend it on her. She could have nothing to take care of, spends it on her. She could have a family, still spends it on her. Why do I know this? Because that's how my upbringing was. The reason we had shortages of money is because of her. But that's kind of cool that she's getting a new pillow, this new dog, this new bird. But we have no food in the goddamn house. And I've always thought, aside from the fact that I feel like it's because of his low self-esteem and he just didn't feel like he could get anything better, he should have had some better wife. I've always thought, like, even if he didn't marry her, let's say they didn't get married, would I still be in America? I was assuming possibly, maybe, I don't know, because from what I've heard of stories, but she's also a pathological liar, but I think I heard it from him, to be honest. So from what I heard from the stories is, she used to have one other person before him, and I may have almost got married, wasn't it? I don't remember. But from what I was told, that she cheated on him with the one that she's with currently, and when she was with him, though, her ex used to abuse the fuck out of her, so I'm just like, so she knows what bad treatment is, but I've always thought there's something wrong with her. I just mean, like, there's a disconnection, ever since a child, and I'm gonna fucking say that till the day I fucking die, till the day they fucking die, till they somebody die, I'm gonna say there's always been something fucking wrong with her, and there is, because literally, how are you, like, even I, with my emotional disconnections, know, don't discuss money. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going anywhere. People have tried to ask me to go out somewhere. I was actually supposed to go out to a birthday party, but I woke up not feeling it. I woke up not feeling too well. I'm just like, write it out. And when I don't want to do things, I just don't want to do things. And sometimes I don't have good explanations aside from I don't want to do it. And for some side, it's like, don't, fuck that. You got to do it. Fuck. You know what? I got this knife to my fucking neck. Don't tell me not to fuck kill myself. I'm trying. I'm not fucking dead. I'm so emotionally disturbed because of the fucking way the world works. Like, I've always thought my only issue, aside from emotional regulation, trying to figure out how and where to spend my money, is finances. Take it that away, I would literally have no issues. I'm fine not socializing with people. I'm fine trying to figure out how to work. Working's not an issue, but you're telling me I gotta work for something that others didn't do a good job of doing before me. And I do get that my life is my choice that I can do, but it's to the limits that I am allowed to, because I do have certain things that disallow me to have the freedom that you guys do, because you guys, I'm assuming when I'm speaking to you guys are American. I am Haitian, which means I have a green card and things like that. So for me, like, how I've always thought about it is, if somebody asked me to do 5 push-ups first, I would need to sign a form before I do those 5 push-ups, where somebody else that was born in America could just go down and do 5 push-ups. And I'm just like, oh yeah, there's always an extra stuff for me. And I don't fucking get why, but yet again, finances, capitalism, the fucking system, it's just... People wonder why I want to kill myself so much. My only problem is fucking finances. My only problem is fucking money. My only problem is finding a place where I can afford to be free and creative. It's just, you could be on the streets, but it's illegal to be homeless in certain cities. It's hard to even try to camp in places because it's illegal to be out in public after so long. So why don't you just say, if you're homeless, just find a jail, commit a crime, because it's illegal to live, essentially. It's illegal to be free. People say that they want to care about you, but they only say that out in public because it's nice to be nice, but is it really nice? No, it's fake. I'd rather you be mean but be honest, because that's still considered that nice, compared to being nice but being fake with them. I'm like, that's mean. That's just public nice, which is privately mean, which is, I know it's mean, but to them, you're king and queen and you're so prestigious in the way that you could rate your personality. I'm just like, I'm just fucking me, regardless if I'm messy, regardless if I'm clean. I am just me. You like me for what you see, or you don't like me for what you see, but at least I am me. And that's what bothers me, because they want me to be somebody else. Well, you know what? I want to fucking be dead, because what's the point of being alive when it's so fucking expensive to? Or maybe it's just the location, because I realize here I'm worth nothing more than what the fuck I can do for a job. Anywhere else, I at least have the strength and the energy to do things, to work for it. But first, how do you locate to places when you have no funding? I'm like, oh, I need a sponsorship. But it's like, I wasn't taught how to beg. I was taught how to fucking sob stories, but I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to beg. I don't want to plead. I don't want to cry. Honestly, it's all I want to fucking do is live or die, and neither one seems to be fucking best for me. I'd rather fucking be dead and still live in this fucked up society, but nope, I keep waking up and I'm just like, what's tomorrow gonna bring? Death always comes to visit, but death always misses me. How the fuck were you gonna get my sister, but not fucking me? I hope you're smiling wherever the fuck you are, Scarlet Rose. I'm sorry I couldn't have been a brother. But maybe I'll see you in the new life. Hopefully with legs, hopefully with working arms, and hopefully being able to enjoy your life. I'm sorry this life wasn't supposed to be as fun as maybe your other ones. Or maybe this was the life that you chose to be. Like, I think so creatively, I just wonder why nobody's blown my mind yet. It is what it is at the end of the day, and the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, I'm glad I didn't advocate. I'm glad that eventually I'm going to die. I'm glad I'm not stuck doing this every fucking day. I'm glad the world is the way it is sometimes, but most of the times I fucking hate this bitch. Like, tomorrow we're supposed to get her cremated.
I don't really know if we're gonna have a funeral. I didn't see why, because the fact of the matter is there's gonna be people that are gonna fake pretend, oh, we miss her, blah, this, blah. Why the fuck didn't you visit? What money did you put into it? What? Because everybody misses you when you're gone, but nobody fucking likes you when you're here. I will admit, I could have always done things better, but I can only do it as good as I am able to. And I figured I wasn't even taught how to do half the things I did. I just learned how to through the screaming, through the fucking up, through the patience, through this and through that. And for the fact that I wasn't really taught how to live in society all that well, I've always just thought, one of these days I'll be successful as suicide plan. Why live in a world that I don't even enjoy? I'm only here because I feel the need to ask me this question when I've done nothing. Oh, that could be the problem. I've done nothing. Oh, I've done too much. Oh. I hope wherever she is, like I said, she enjoys it better than where she was. And honestly, in a fucked up, morbid way, I'm glad she's dead because she's free to do whatever she wants. She's free in energy. She's free in spirit. But I am annoyed because life is a fucked up bitch. And I was even annoyed because, like, my thought of having siblings, and this is gonna go for all of them more or less, is like I've wanted that like picture perfect where you protect your siblings, where you fight for your siblings, where you help your siblings. I'm just like, I can't really help. Like there was nothing like I saw in TVs, and that's when I realized my reality is not your reality is not my reality, so my problem's not your problem's not my problem until I make it or until you make it. But at the same time, my problems will never be big enough to be everybody's problems, but other people's problems might be big enough to be other people's problems. I'm just not them. Who cares what happens to this little sore thought? Who cares what happens to the rest of them? Who cares what happens to my family? Who cares what happens to me? Who cares about my mental health? Who cares? Because at the end of the day, money buys everything, and we're too poor for anybody to give a shit about. At least I'll be able to talk to you whenever I fucking want to, Sky. Thanks for